It's been 2 years since I last recorded a video like this, and quite a few things changed since the last time, so I thought it would be great to make an update on the streetlights that I have in my neighborhood. So we still don't really have a lot of LED fixtures here. I think that there are only 2 more since the last episode. But this is one of the type of LED fixtures we have here. It's the Philips Mitra, which is a poster fixture, as you can see. Not too interesting, quite common. But I don't think it's the worst LED fixture ever made. It's actually decent. Still no lack of Philips CPS fixtures here. As you can see, pretty much the entire neighborhood is filled with them. They all run 36 watt fluorescent, a few with a starter, and most are electronically ballasted. And we have 2 that are retrofitted to LED. And why that was done, I have no idea. I think it was the same last time as well. And this is one of them, which doesn't look that bad. They are just a tad smaller than the regular PL bulbs, since they have a driver inside. But it's alright, I guess. So since the last time they built a lot of new homes, and they did here as well, but they still left an HPP fixture which was here previously. They still left it here. It just does not work anymore. And we actually did a relamp for this one at work, but there's no current going into the pole, so that's the reason why it still doesn't work. But they haven't removed it, even though, as you can see, they built a lot of new homes here. So I'm hoping they'll be leaving it until the pole collapses or something. So when I said before that we have 2 different CPS versions, the one with the LED and the one with PL, but there's actually one high pressure sodium CPS here as well, and that one wasn't here before, but the council asked to put up a used CPS fixture to keep it in line with the rest of the street here. But they didn't really tell me which bulb had to be in here, and of course they would expect it to be PL, but I like to have some vibey streetlights around here, so that's why I put up a high pressure sodium one, which looks actually way cooler than the PL versions. So this one's not completely legal, but as long as they stay unaware of this thing, then I'll be enjoying its orange glow. So here's the most boring and the newest fixture, the electronic cedar. This is what our city uses to replace pretty much every poster fixture that breaks, if they don't want a second hand fixture to be put up. But yeah, at least there's still this thing. And there's also this circular fluorescent HPP here, which is great. Very vibey fixture, especially like this in the forest. Right here's a very odd CPS, which as you can see, it's way less bright than the others. And we did a lamp replacement on this one as well, but it just kinda stays like this. But I don't really mind it, it looks cool. And here's this little dark path that could have used some street lighting. So yeah, the surroundings are basically all forest, very dark. But we sadly can't really put streetlights everywhere. I mean, would be sad for all of these species living here. Wonder how long it will be taking before our council decides to replace everything with LED here. Still, I think I should be very happy with the old streetlights that we still have around in this neighborhood, because there's basically right there's the high pressure sodium CPS. But yeah, I should be happy with the old streetlights that we still have here. I think a lot of neighborhoods are replaced with LED, but this one still seems to basically get away with being a neighborhood that's not really close to the city center, so they don't really care a lot about it. So we have a lot of these tiny pathways next to the streets where there used to be houses, but most were demolished, and they now kind of function as abandoned paths to nowhere. And those used to be lit with very old street lighting, but with the old circle and fluorescent fixtures, but there are only 2 left, sadly. And here is one of the 2. They recently demolished the house right here, and they actually hit this pole because it's the bulb inside broke, but we put a new one in and it still works, so that's great. It looks incredibly vibey with the forest in the back. These are one of my favorite fixtures of all time. There used to be one here as well, but this one got replaced. Don't really know why. Luckily not with LED though. But we did a little something with work, because there's like my favorite fixture of all time, the HPP with mercury vapor, and I mean you can't really find these in the city where I live anymore. But since we have all of those abandoned pathways here that nobody really cares for, I figured it would be fun to put one of those fixtures in one of those pathways, so I can still experience the vibe from before. And it started raining, sadly, but still, let's take a look at this thing, because the vibe is absolutely incredible. Runs an 80 watt mercury vapor, just like it used to before. And it's on the original pole as well. These used to be on these kinds of very old aluminium poles, which I'm so glad finally have one. And I'll very much keep an eye on it, because they actually have plans to build houses right here. But as long as that doesn't happen, we will be enjoying the vibe here. So yeah, I'll quickly show you guys the last 2 interesting things. Not as interesting as the mercury vapor fixture, of course. The weather really changes, becoming very windy as well. So yeah, the 2 high pressure sodium ones are still intact as well, which is very cool. STS 203 and 201, both running 50 watts high pressure sodium bulbs. And remember the project that we did like 1.5 years ago. As you can see, the 3 lights still all functional, and yeah, it's a lot better than before. I think in the last video of the street lights here, it still was with the 2 CPS fixtures. But yeah, it's now changed to LED, but at least it's a lot brighter here. And I still have HPS 100 fixtures in my street with PLL 36 watts. So no LED luckily. But yeah, I'm going home because it's rainy. So thanks a lot for watching, have a nice day, and see you in the next video.